Have you ever wondered on the charts like where to find the major levels at? You see YouTubers saying, "Oh, if it's this level, if it's this level." Well, how do you know that? How do they find those levels, right? Sometimes you might wonder. Well, I'm here to answer those questions for you today. It's very simple. The key to finding those are called pivots, right? So when we look at the chart, we can see that there's always a pivot going on here, some type of pivot. This is Tesla, so we look right here, right? We'll start from the bottom. We'll start from the bottom right here. Pivot right here. This is the daily chart. Pivot right here. So pivot is just what causes the high, which candles cause the low. That's your pivot. So if you circle like the pivots, you'll find your major area. So for example, Tesla right here, they draw this perfectly, but price came back here, right? Right here, like where price hits, right? That's all the time. Comes back right here, right? Hit it. There's a pivot, causes low. Guess what happened in the future? Came back, hit it. Guess what happened in the future? Came back, hit it. Right? So if it breaks these pivot points, that's how they know what's the highs, what's the lows, what's the most important levels. That's it. That's all they do. It works all the time because if it breaks these points, it has to go to the next level. That's how they do it. So sometimes you might wonder, like, oh my goodness, I believe this YouTuber, how they find it? Well, that's how they do it. Let's take another look. We can take another look at like Amazon. Let me clean up my chart. So it shouldn't be difficult for you now to find the major levels. Let's see, let's go to Amazon. I have time to go back into it. So let's look at it. This is let's go on the weekly chart for Amazon. Just for example, it works any time frame. But we can do the weekly, we can do the daily. So on this one, we just do the weekly. We'll circle, right? That's how you know what support level is at. Right here, right here, right? Right here. You say right here too. Right here, right here, right? Also, let's go back here. Right here, right here, right here, right here, and right here. Now, price never came back here. So we're golden right there, right? But look what happened right here. Price came and hit right here. So it breaks this new area. It's, at this point in time in history, it's going to get all-time high. Guess what? It didn't. It came back down here to this level. Here's a pivot. Came back and hit it. Boom. Because it came up here. Guess what? Pivot. New major level. Guess what? It came back down. Guess what? Hit this pivot level again. Right? And then it bounced back up. And then it did its thing up here. So it made a pivot right here. Because we're only looking for highs and lows. Pivot right here. Guess what happened? Boom. Guess what happened? Balls right here. Pivot right here. Pivot right here. This caused this to go up all the way here. Boom. Didn't hold. Right? Once they break these pivot levels, look what happens. Came back, broke it. Boom. Guess where it came down to? See this pivot level? Remember this? Yep. Came back, hit this level. Guess what it did? Bounce. Guess what it did? It made a new pivot. Guess what happened in the future? Came back, hit it, rejected it, before eventually it broke. That's how you find the major levels. That's how you can find your supply and demand, your support and resistance. It's that simple, that fast. Maybe my last video was complicated, but if you just look for pivots, you will find everything you need to know where the price is going to react to in the future just from looking at the past. And it's the same pattern on all charts. So if you look at it and just really pay attention to it, you can find out key areas. So maybe it might bounce off here in the future. Who knows, right? Could bounce off here, right? If you're doing demand zones and supply zone, all it is this areas. So if you're looking for areas, technically it hit right here, right? Future it hit right here, right? Future can also hit right here, and it did, right? And it broke it. Came back here, hit it, retested it, bounced. So you see, these are the key areas to find the most important areas on a chart and the major areas. So anytime you want to find a major important area in a chart, you just look for the pivots. That's it. Simple. So if you need questions, any concerns, in the next video, just let me know. Comment below. And if you want me to make a particular video about any question you have about the market, just make a comment, shoot a shot, and I'll make it for you. Okay? But yeah, just so you guys know, future traders, this is how we do it.